Hello everyone, I'm David.
And I am Jakub.
Today we're talking about fresh approach. What are emotional speech blocks?
Emotional speech blocks are instances of speech when a person cannot say what they want to. There is a lot of tension in the body, especially in the jaw and neck, and in the mouth. Very little, if any, sound can come out.
Mhm.
A person may have a block on an important word or during an important situation where there is significant emotional pressure. That's why we call these blocks emotional speech blocks.
Yes.
Mm.
Isn't that just stammering? What's different?
When a person stammers, the flow of speech is maintained and they can still communicate. But when a person has a speech block, no words can come out, the communication is cut off, and the person cannot say what they want.
How do people deal with speech blocks?
There are two main approaches: withdrawal and camouflage.
Mm.
Withdrawal is when a person avoids situations and avoids speaking because they're afraid of the symptoms of stammering and of speech blocks. A speech block has such a grip and influence on a person that they know they want to be able to say the words, no matter how hard they try.
Mm.
So first they avoid certain words, then they avoid speaking in conversations with friends, and then they avoid conversations altogether in case someone asks them a question. This can have a significant impact on their social life.
Is it possible to hide the symptoms?
An approach to hiding symptoms is called camouflage. This comes in two forms. Firstly, when a person tries to hide the importance of what they're trying to say from themselves. Secondly, when they're trying to hide speech blocks from other people. A person may replace a word with a word which is easier to say, even if they risk sounding silly. There are many examples. For example, at school, when a teacher asks a pupil a question, they may give the wrong answer because that's the answer they can say. It can also happen in everyday life when a person might say hello rather than saying good morning.
Yes.
But there are situations and there are words when this approach doesn't work. You cannot replace your name or the correct answer to a question or a word you're asked to read at school.
Mhm. What effect does speech blocks have at school?
At school, children learn to communicate and to use words to be able to ask for what they need and to explain their ideas. So we cannot underestimate the effect of speech blocks at school. The effects come in two categories. First of all, there are the missed opportunities, and second, there are the negative experiences. There are many examples of missed opportunities. The missed opportunities include not answering questions in a class, not being asked a question by a teacher who knows the pupil is stammering, not being able to join in activities which require a lot of speech, and not being able to make friends. All of this can happen unconsciously without the pupil noticing, or even the teacher or the parents. Then there are the negative experiences. These come in many forms. For example, having a speech block when answering a question in class. These things are then remembered well into adult life and have an effect on the person's confidence. Also, it's common for other children to make fun of the speech, and this makes the problem even worse, as there are more and more negative emotions and experiences associated with the act of speaking.
How can a specialist recognize speech blocks? Is it possible?
Recognizing stammering is very easy.
Yes.
Because of all the visible symptoms. However, recognizing speech blocks can be much harder, if not impossible. This is because the person speaking tries to play many tricks to stop the other person from noticing. We've already discussed camouflage, but sometimes one can tell from a conversation when a person replaces words that things might not make a lot of sense, and their way of communicating might not be as clear or as coherent as of other people, because they have to keep thinking of ways of avoiding stammering.
Thank you for watching this video.
And thank you for listening.
And see you on the next week.
Goodbye.
We invite you to like our video and to subscribe to our channel.